Friday morning, everyone. My name is Veritas, and welcome back to Destiny. Now, today is Friday, as I said very obnoxiously moments ago, and that means Xur, the exotic merchant, is in a social space. He won't be in Felwinter Peak ever, because it's technically a DLC zone, so, I'd love it if Xur was at the top of Felwinter Peak, up by that, that Siva cluster, so you'd have to have Rise of Iron DLC to get there, and then you'd have to do, the jumping puzzle, and then that would be amazing to me, because it would just, all the salty people on Reddit would be like, I can't get to Xur, I don't have the $10 deal. It's actually $30, sassy. Anyway, let's see what Xur's got this week. I've already seen, thanks to people spoiling it on Twitter, thanks assholes, but he has an exotic engram. This is not a legacy engram. Let's do some science. This is not a legacy engram, so let's do some science here. He has the Crest of Apalupi, which is an exotic Titan chest piece that allows you to have to be revived and to revive faster, as well as generating an extra orb while you super. This was like a full intellect build. As it is a super-based chest piece, it will always have intellect on it. The Don't Touch Me's are the Hunter Gauntlets this week. These allow you to turn invisible after taking melee damage. Pretty useless unless you're solo running Crota's End, which that in and of itself is useless. The Apotheosis Veil is the Warlock exotic this week, a helmet with intellect discipline roll. You immediately regenerate health, melee grenade, and all that energy when you activate your super. Pretty good, pretty cool. I like the look of this helmet, actually. It has a very Bioshock look to it. Mindless, don't mind my weird shader. It looks bad with certain things. And the weapon this week is the Suros Regime. The special perk on this is called Suros Regime, I think. Suros Legacy. The bottom half of the magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to refill health on kill. It also now has Spinning Up and Focused Fire. Spinning Up means the longer the gun is fired, the faster it will shoot, and Focused Fire means while you are zoomed with the weapon or aiming down sights. It fires slower but does additional damage, so pretty cool there. On this weapon, I'd recommend linear or smart drift control, Spinning Up, Suros Legacy, and Hammer Forged. That would be my recommendation for that. Let's go ahead and open the old inventory thing here and see what the stat rolls on this are. I believe Henry is still out of work. I believe the helicopter went down in a fiery crash somewhere over the Sahara Desert. Why he was in the Sahara Desert, I don't know. But in the studio here, I am left to read out the things on my own. Thank you, Henry, for piloting yourself into a sand dune. I think it was snowing in the Sahara. That might have something to do with it. I don't think our helicopter was rated for snow travel. Anyway, so the rolls this week are 85% on the Crest of Apalupi, pretty shitty. The Don't Touch Me's have an 89%, pretty shit there. And the helmet, the Apotheosis Veil, has a 93%, so I recommend picking this up if you don't have it. Decent roll there with the 93%. 65 is the maximum for helmets, so it's pretty up there. It's over 60 in both stats, so it's pretty decent. I'd also probably pick up the Suros Regime as well. Moving down to Curios this week, Xur has the Plasma Drive and the Stealth Drive. Both these can be used to upgrade a rare quality sparrow bought from the Crucible and Vanguard Quartermasters into legendary quality sparrows with a blue or pinkish red trail, respectively. He still is not selling 3 of coins. I didn't actually notice that last week, but now I do notice it. He's also selling an exotic Helmet Engram, which is not legacy, which is weird, but, he's broken as fuck, apparently. Bungie goes off work for vacation for the end of the year, and Xur just has a mind of his own. It's good. So Heavy Ammo Synth here, 3 for 1 coin or 10 for 3 coins. I would suggest buying 10 for 3. It's a better deal. These can be used to trade into factions for reputation. I believe it takes 100 Ammo Synth for 1 faction rank, or somewhere in the 90s if you have the exotic class item. Moving into Glass Needles, these can be used to reroll exotic armor to give them different stats, stat percentages, and perk rolls. Most, if not all, exotic armors have set stats and set perks that they can and cannot have. Ophidian Aspect, I believe, will always have strength, as it is a gauntlet and exotic and is based on melee. So it'll always have a strength roll, things like that. But you can reroll percentages where the stats are and the perks on the weapon, or on the armor rather. Helmet, gauntlet, chest piece, boots, and class item can all be rerolled with that. Down in Material Exchange, I don't recommend using the Mode of Light Exchange. This is a horrible exchange rate, and exotic shards are here for 7 strange coins as well. If you don't know how to duplicate these cheaply, go ahead and buy one of these. Pretend I bought one, and I will show you in a moment how to make this into more exotic shards without having to spend strange coins. But before we do that, we're going to go head over here and talk to Ives, Cryptarch Ives, and see if this Helmet Engram is actually a year 2 helmet, or a year 3 helmet rather. because Xur seems to have a mind of his own this week and is doing weird things. So we have it Helm of Inmost Light at what light level? It is 400. Okay, so Xur is selling at light level exotic engrams this week. That's always fun. You can also tell that they're at light level because they're cheaper than normal. I think the other ones are like 31 strange coins, and the ones that are at light level are 19 for some reason. But to duplicate exotic shards, let's head to the tower, and I will show you how to do that when we are there. Alright, so if you are in the market for duplicating exotic shards on the cheap and don't have a lot of strange coins, go ahead and purchase a heavy telemetry from the gunsmith, or have a class item that has rocket launcher upgrade rate increase, whatever you want to find a way to increase rocket launcher telemetry nonsense. Go ahead and go to your exotic weapon kiosk blueprint thing and buy a truth rocket launcher or an equivalent year 2 thing. Find a heavy that's exotic, basically, is what I'm telling you to do. Then go ahead and equip that exotic. Go ahead over to your inventory and use a heavy ammo telemetry or something along those lines. Then you're going to want to burn 6 motes of light, 4, 5, 6 motes of light. This should be fully leveled up now, unless it takes 7 like an idiot. It does not. It is now full of experience. You don't have to click on anything there. It's full of experience. Go ahead and go unequip it, go down, and go ahead and dismantle that Truth or Thunderlord or whatever you want to use. And now you have 2 exotic shards as well as some of your motes back to you. So that's how you duplicate shards on the cheap without using strange coins. I'll show you that every week now that he's selling them. As much as it's annoying for me to show that, it is helpful for new players looking for exotic shards for upgrading and infusing exotics. So yeah, Xur is selling exotic helmet engrams that decrypt into at light level things. He's also selling Suros and the Apotheosis Veil. I'd pick up the Apotheosis Veil, the Suros regime, and probably a couple helmet engrams if you need any year 3 helmets. So fun stuff there. He's in the reef like I already showed you, but that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time.